The Democrats are terrified. Kamala Ding Dong is panicking because today she just got the worst news possible, the biggest blow to her entire presidential campaign, because the Taylor Swift army is now massing together in support of Trump. It is trending all over the internet, all over social media. Leftists are losing their minds. Celebrities are freaking out. It is a complete cluster F on social media, especially on X today.
The glamour that comes with Hollywood was abruptly shaken by a new trend that was shocking celebrities, and they were panicked. There was suddenly something called Swifties for Trump, and this alarmed the entertainment society. All at once, the stars were talking about it actively and rather apologetically, and the presence of the phenomenon could be felt on the internet. This foolish fans' action was just the beginning, and nobody expected such a scale of event. Talk of Taylor Swift's diehard stans suddenly finding common ground with the ex-president radiated social media to alert Hollywood milquetoast of their impending replacement. Let us try to understand more behind this interesting partnership and how it possibly became a viral hit literally overnight. The answers may be as shocking as they are alarming, and the implications just starting to unfurl their havoc at Tinseltown.
Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you...
According to tradition, the American political scene is full of surprises, and the latest peculiarities of the American political scene are quite extraordinary for this country, even by the level of political instability that Democrats and Hollywood stars have been frustrated to the limit. Nothing could have prepared fans for the unprecedented fury that erupted around them. A faction has now emerged, brazenly identifying themselves as Swifties for Trump. This has to be particularly debilitating for Kamala Harris, who has been meticulously choreographing her presidential campaign and only receives the possibly strongest kick yet at this time. Taylor Swift's highly regarded and anticipated fan group, commonly referred to as Swifties, is apparently defecting and joining Donald Trump's campaign. Surprisingly, this change has generated a tsunami of reactions that has covered the World Wide Web. From the social networks like the tweet X, the website is filled with hashtags, memes, and vivid discussion on this shocking fate. For some people, it is hardly believable that the most liberal part of Swift's fans has shifted to Trump's supporters. But the fact is, that process is occurring, and the effects are strong enough to potentially cause a paradigm shift in both the political and entertainment fields. Such change, including the re-election of Donald Trump, can modify assumptions concerning voter profile and impact popular culture and politics in the context of American society. They are still playing out further, which means that it remains an important juncture to pay attention to in the emerging story of politics in America. The Democrats, and especially the campaign of Kamala Harris, are clearly in a state of panic now. For months, they have been wooing Taylor Swift, for they know the kind of power she has over millions of her followers. Having her on their side was believed to be a great boon big time, especially in the light of the fact that celebrity endorsements go a long way in influencing people's perception. However, the above tables have turned in the most dramatic way possible. Rather than rallying behind Harris, the fans of Swift are busy endorsing Trump, a scenario that is newer to the Democratic team. It is less clear what has caused this abrupt shift, and the main factor appears to be events related to Taylor Swift's concerts. For instance, the recent cancellation of her Vienna performances due to a security issue aroused much anger among her fans.
Taylor Swift concerts in Vienna have been cancelled. This is because of news from government officials in Vienna who were worried about a planned terrorist attack on the stadium.
Many fans dubbed as Swifties have commented that if Trump were to hold the reins, the threats would have been neutralized, and the concerts would go on as planned. They argue that because of Trump's strict measures on security and his stand on the border, such disruptions would not have occurred, hence allowing them to attend Swift's concerts. This feeling has soon found its reflection on the World Wide Web. For Hollywood and the broader liberal community, this development is nothing short of a nightmare. Celebrities who have long championed progressive causes are struggling to comprehend how a fan base they assumed was firmly in their camp could suddenly pivot in such a dramatic fashion. The idea of Swifties, who have been vocal supporters of various social justice movements, now aligning with Trump, has left many in Hollywood scrambling to respond. At the same time, the movement Swifties for Trump remains relevant. Swift devotees are out in full force on the social networks, writing posts on how they have been converted and want Trump out because of reasons like national security, economic policies, among others. This red-pilling of Swifties is a development that has confounded political observers as well as the general public. A common concern of people is that they are eager to know how a fan base that was earlier perceived as liberal could turn so regressive so soon. In particular, the Kamala Harris campaign simply can only be infamous for bearing the brunt of this pressure. Losing clients would be catastrophic, much more so if one will be having a hard time competing against an industry titan such as Taylor Swift's brand. If this goes on, it may force the campaign to adopt a change of strategy and may perhaps seek for other angles from where to touch the youths as they are being turned off politics in the present-day Nigeria. The balance remains somewhat fragile, and it remains to be seen how far the Swifties for Trump phenomenon extends. But what is clear is that this has upset the apple cart insofar as politics is concerned in a way that few would have ever imagined. The Swifties, who were once painted with the configuration of the liberals, are now in the middle of a political drama whose outcome may be determined by their votes in the forthcoming election. If the movement will persist, and the tradition of voting in the Democratic Party will decrease among the youths, the Democrats will have to face this problem squarely if they are to continue enjoying the support of this demographic. Meanwhile, the rest, the entire nation, observes with a mixture of disbelief and intrigue as one of the most unexpected relationships of recent times unfolds before our eyes. The shift of allegiance from devoted Swifties to support for Trump signals a potential ripple effect that could reshape not only the current political landscape, but also the future cultural dynamics of our society. Such a phenomenon serves as a remarkable illustration of the unpredictable nature of fandom and the ways in which these devoted followers can influence real-life events and public discourse. For those who might dismiss the Swifties for Trump movement as a mere passing fad related to the Trump campaign, the tremendous amount of attention and online traffic it has generated serves as a clear indication that it is far more significant than a fleeting moment. This evolving narrative underscores the changing relationship between celebrity status and political engagement, highlighting how popular culture can significantly impact the electoral process. As we look to the days ahead, the anticipation surrounding the reactions from both the Swifties and political elites becomes palpable. Will more Swifties rally behind the Swifties for Trump movement, or will this newfound alliance dissipate as quickly as it emerged? Moreover, how will Kamala Harris and the Democratic Party adapt to this unexpected twist that challenges their campaign narrative? Only time will reveal the answers, but one undeniable conclusion emerges. The 2024 election landscape has just become markedly more unpredictable, leaving us all eager to witness the developments that lie ahead. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.